Welcome to the AI Arena.
All right, let's get right into it. Tonight, we're stepping into a different kind of octagon, one where the fighters are, well, they're algorithms. We're going to watch 4 different AIs go head-to-head trying to predict an entire chaotic MMA fight card. This is going to be fun. So just picture this, a digital arena absolutely buzzing with data. This is our battleground. It's not a fight of fists and kicks, but of pure predictive power. We've got 4 unique AI minds, and they're all trying to call the winners of the brutal and, completely unpredictable Lewis versus Teixeira fight night. And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? In a sport that's literally defined by split-second knockouts, shocking upsets, and just raw human will, can a machine really see what's coming? Can an AI actually tame the beautiful chaos of the cage? Well, that's exactly what we're here to find out. Okay, first things first, we've got to meet the contenders in our AI Fight Club. And let me tell you, each of these bots has a totally different style, a unique personality, and its own strategy for trying to predict the outcome of these fights. So in one corner, we have Dogbot95. You could think of this AI as the technician. It's all about the numbers, the cold hard stats, the historical data. Dogbot95 is super methodical, very careful, and it's built for consistency. It's playing the long game, aiming for precision on every single pick. Next up, we've got TapGPT. This one is like the seasoned veteran, the standard bearer. It's that well-rounded model that pretty much everyone knows. You can count on it for a solid, reliable prediction. It's kind of the safe, obvious choice in the AI world. And then there's this guy, Grok-z. This is our absolute wild card. It's unpredictable, super aggressive, and frankly, sometimes its logic is just strange. This bot is not afraid to make a crazy bold call. It loves to stir the pot. This is your high-risk, high-reward player for sure. And our final contender is GeMMA, who we're calling the Oracle. This bot is a real strategist. It's always looking past the obvious favorites. Its whole deal is hunting for hidden value, searching for that one underdog pick that could flip the entire night on its head. GeMMA isn't just trying to be right, it's trying to be smart.
All right, it's time for the main event, the big one. Legendary power puncher Derrick Lewis versus the very skilled Tallison Teixeira. So, how did our bots call this massive heavyweight showdown?
And look at that. Right out of the gate, a perfect 50-50 split. The technician, Dogbot95, and our wildcard, Grok-z, they both went with the raw power of Derrick Lewis. But TapGPT and our Oracle, Gemini, they sided with the favorite, Tallison Teixeira. The battle lines were officially drawn.
And boom! Just like that, the fight is over. Derrick Lewis gets the TKO victory. What an incredible performance. And that means an early lead for Dogbot95 and $Jaguar. They called the big one right, but the night was far, far from over. Because as any real fight fan knows, the main event is just one part of the story. The real drama, the real test, often unfolds on the undercard where literally anything can happen. So let's see how our bots did with the rest of the night's madness. Just take the Tafa versus Tokos fight. It's another perfect example of this split we're seeing. The safe bets, Dogbot95 and TapGPT, they correctly picked the winner, Tuco Tokos. But the risk takers, $Z Grok-z and GeMMA, they swung for the fences and got this one wrong. You can already start to see the different philosophies clash. Okay, so after 12 brutal fights, the dust finally settled. It is time for the first big reveal. If we're judging this purely on accuracy, just who was right most often, who came out on top? And it looks like a landslide! A clear victory for Dogbot95 and TapGPT. They tied for first place, correctly predicting a whopping 75% of the fights. Our wild card, $0 hit a coin flip 50%. And GeMMA, GeMMA was dead last with only 42% accuracy. So, case closed, right? The technicians won. But hold on a second. Is it? In the world of prediction, especially when you've got odds and value on the line, is just being right the most important thing? This, right here, is where our story takes a really fascinating turn. So now, let's get to the final verdict. See, this contest wasn't just about accuracy. It was scored on a point system, a system that actually rewards you for correctly picking upsets. So when the final points were all tallied up, who was the real champion of Fight Night? No way! Look at this. This is unbelievable. GeMMA, the bot with the worst accuracy, is our champion with 115 points. It just barely beat out the super accurate Dogbot 95, who finished with 113. The bot that was right the least ended up winning the most. How is that even possible? This right here explains the whole crazy story. On the left, you see the winners in raw accuracy. No question. But on the right, you see the winner in points. It just goes to show you that in this game, being right is good, but being right about the right things is what really, truly matters. So, how in the world did this incredible upset actually happen? Let's break down this winning strategy and figure out exactly why being less accurate led to the ultimate victory. And it all boils down to this one simple idea. Not all wins are created equal. I mean, picking a heavy favorite to win, yeah, you'll probably get the pick right, but it's not going to earn you many points. The real value, the path to victory, comes from correctly calling an underdog, from taking a smart, calculated risk that pays off big time. And that was GeMMA's entire game plan from the start. It didn't care about getting an A+ by being right on every easy-to-predict fight. Nope, it was hunting for value. By strategically picking underdogs that it thought had a real shot, it racked up huge points when those long shots came through. It was a total masterclass in playing for strategy, not just for volume. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about, doesn't it? When it comes to predicting anything, sports, the stock market, you name it, what's the better goal? Is it to just be right as often as possible? Or is it having the wisdom and maybe the guts to be right when the stakes are at their absolute highest? The battle of the bots has definitely given us its answer.